All right, everybody. Hey, welcome to Note Night in America here. We are honored to have you guys. It is hard to believe June 22nd. Uh, where does the time fly? But once again, thank you for joining us here on Note Night in America. If this is your first time joining us, we host these just about every Monday night on Zoom. The replays are always available. We've been doing these webinars and coaching calls almost 10 years straight now. We miss a few Monday nights here and there with travel or holiday stuff like that, but always honored to have you guys join us here. And you can always catch the replays of all our coaching calls by going to weclosenotes.tv and checking out the replays on our YouTube channel. So once again, guys, my name is Scott Carson, the Note Guy. We've been doing, like I said, these webinars quite a while now. I have hit the record button. If you're registered at notenightinamerica.com, you'll get a replay link sent to you. And of course, you can always register once and be registered for the rest of the webinars every Monday night. So yeah, Laura Blunk says, wow, 10 years. I know it's hard to believe 10 years goes by. Started off doing conference calls with investors back in 2011, a Monday night conference call, 40, 50 people on a phone call. It reminds me a lot kind of what Clubhouse is these days. But anyway, hard to believe 10 years flies by when you're having fun. But anyway, guys, variety of different things. You can also check out the Note Night in America podcast. We take the replays and only put them on YouTube and restream them on Facebook and LinkedIn, all that stuff, but we also have its own podcast out there as well. Always check out weclosenotes.com for more information for different classes. And like I said before, if you go to notenightinamerica.com, you can register for one and all of these Monday night webinars, and we cover a variety of topics. So tonight's call is going to be something interesting. But first of all, I want to give a big shout out to all those that joined us this past Saturday for Note Weekend. Our Note Weekend training had a record turnout, actually. Really excited. So many people joined us. And if you're interested in attending our, as I say, our Cliff Notes version of training, you can attend by going to noteweekend.com and sign up for any of our Note Weekend classes. We host the third Saturday of every month, and a ton of information. We throw in over $1,000 in bonuses along with it. But once again, our next, if you missed this last weekend's training, the next one is July 17th. If you register for the July 17th class, we'll get you the replays of the class from this last weekend, and that way you can learn and listen and be ready to rock and roll after the 4th. But anyway, noteweekend.com. Thank you guys so much that were part of that. One big thing, though, is upcoming this week, and that's what this 4-week coaching call is about, because that runs simultaneous with this. Is our upcoming Note Buying for Dummies workshop is this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And one of the great things that we do is we are a big believer that our virtual note buying workshop, or as we like to call it, Note Buying for Dummies, is really the biggest bang for the buck in the industry. We've helped so many real estate and note investors tap into and become note investors and make life-changing income and life-changing investments for themselves. And so it's 3 full days of training with yours truly. We spend a full day on Friday talking about how to find assets, how to contact banks and asset managers. Saturday is all about funding and marketing, how to market for deals, how to market to raise private capital. Literally, in like 5 minutes this last Saturday, I showed people how to pull over 700 IRA investors in just one county alone. So we'll talk about that as well. Sunday is all about flipping the different exit strategies, and then we'll be breaking down a couple different tapes that you guys can actually bid on if you're interested in joining us. But anyway, we also, this Thursday, start our 4-week note coaching calls. And we're really excited about this because this is such a great way for people to implement more. Hey, you're going to learn a lot over 3 days. You learn a lot from me being a fire hose of knowledge. But we've always found that people are much more successful when they're able to implement a class or a workshop almost immediately. And that's one of the things that we have done with our 3-day workshop, is really kind of breaking down nuts and bolts over a 4-week period of time to really help you guys take advantage of that and go out and knock it out of the park for you. So we're also got a great thing starting next month after the 4th of July, our banking blitzkrieg, where we got 30 individuals be making phone calls to banks. And so we're really excited about that. We talked about that last Monday night. If you're interested in getting signed up for the workshop, you can always go to notebuyingfordummies.com. That's notebuyingfordummies.com. But anyway, let's talk about the 4-week coaching. That's why you are all here. That's why you're tuning in to find out, hey, what's going on with our 4-week coaching. And we have found, look, not all note classes are created equal. You know, you have first liens, you've got second liens, you've got owner finance notes, you've got non-performing notes. Look, a monkey could collect on a performing note. Okay, that's pretty simple. The borrower pays you on time. You have a servicing company. You buy it at a discount or buy it at a price that makes good sense for your money. Pretty simple, cut and dry. Hard to not make. Second liens, no offense, second liens. We just don't see a lot of second liens. So the price points of seconds have gotten extremely expensive. There's not that many available when you compare them to first liens. Now we all know what's going on in the market with non-performing right now, with so many people in default, so many people facing a foreclosure and eviction. 14 million borrowers are facing trouble times here, starting off here in the next week and a half. And so we'd like to pair our 3-day class, which is intense, with 4 weeks of true knowledge to help you guys really establish your note business, to help you get rock and roll. So at the end of a month, you're in a lean, mean note buying machine. You've got some funding things going on. You've got marketing rock and rolling and doing a really great job. And so how does our note coaching program work along that? Well, it's included, our 4-week is included with anybody that signs up for our 3-day workshop. But here's a kind of a breakdown with things. We'll do weekly activities to help you eat that elephant one bite at a time. You know, note investing does have a lot of moving parts, but it's very, very profitable, especially the non-performing side, if you know how to do it. But it can be almost overwhelming at first. So that's why we break down everything in bite-sized chunks for you. We'll help you build your game plan and income goals. It's everybody's goals and whys are different. Some people, hey, if you're making $3,500 a month in cash flow, you're retired. For other people, it needs to be 10 grand or 20 grand. We'll show you how to back in and really underwrite those goals to help you take advantage and get things rocking. We'll talk about how to identify markets and then also the markets to be investing in, along with sources for deals, show you how to raise capital and market to investors, help you build out your marketing calendar. I think this is one thing that real estate investors really fall down on, is that nobody really shows them how to market properly. And we'll talk about that during the 4 weeks. And we'll help you. I don't know about you guys and gals out there, but oftentimes I'm sitting at home, this hasn't been like that, but I know so many people sitting there, I'm like, okay, what the hell should I be doing today? I know I need to be doing something, but I don't know where to begin. We'll help you get rid of that with a game plan and a checklist of things to do on a daily and weekly basis for you, okay? And the most important thing is helping you build a runway to success by actually implementing what you learn. So many people take a class and they never implement anything. So then you've wasted your time, your money, and your energy to attend something that you can't implement. And I love working with people that will implement what we teach, because if you do what I say to do and what I show you to do and how we do it, you'll raise capital, you'll find deals, and ultimately you'll close more deals and make more money. All right. So what do we cover in the first week one? Well, this Thursday is the kickoff, June 24th, the day before our 3-day workshop is the kickoff of week one. And what are we going to cover in week one? We'll talk about goal setting, like I said before, and we'll help you reverse engineer your numbers. So if you need to make 10 grand a month to walk away from your JOB, we'll show you how to do that. If you need to make 35, or you need to make 20 grand a month in cash flow, we'll show you how many deals you need to do and roughly how many offers you need to be making, and then break that down on a monthly basis for you. We'll literally show you the KPIs and things that you need to be doing. Like I said, offers made, deals closed, to get to where you need to be cash flow wise. All right, pretty simple, but a lot of people, they just go out guns blazing like it's the wild, wild west and never have any success because they don't have any goals. They don't have any markers. They don't have any KPIs to judge if what they're doing is working well for you. That's the first thing that we'll talk about on this Thursday night, okay? We'll pick and help you identify markets, states to be looking for deals in, the biggest cities in those states. We always like to talk about 3 to 5 states, depending on where you're located. We'll talk about how to connect with different investors with money. We'll show you how to pull some leads in those different counties or the different states or cities. We'll talk about building a local network and show you how to do it very easy. We'll show you how to network and find local RIA clubs for you to plug into so that you've got a network of local people, local investors. We'll even show you how to connect with local note buyers in those areas and note sellers who may have some assets available for you to cherry pick. We'll show you how to track them down and find them at the county. And then one of the things we'll start doing is start creating your marketing plan. Now, if you need to close on 20 deals a month, you need to be up in your market. If you need to close on 1 or 2 deals, it's a different sliding scale. It also varies on if you're working full-time and have a full-time job and this is your side hustle, or if you're a full-time investor and you've got some more flexibility with some things. The biggest thing that we want you to look at is energy goes where your focus flows, okay? Or energy flows where your focus goes. We'll show you how to focus on a couple of things relatively easy so that you're really only marketing roughly maybe 30 minutes per day. There's some specific things you can be doing to market yourself. Some things will take less than 5 minutes. Some things will take 30 minutes. But for the most part, you'll need to be looking at marketing on a daily basis, Monday through Friday. There's some things you can automate that will take only a minute or two, that you can set it and forget it until the next day. But there's important things to start getting the word out, start changing what your friends, your colleagues, your peers, your network, your Facebook groups, your network connections, how they start viewing you is different if you start marketing. And if you need to change that perspective, hey, we'll show you how to do it. These are things that are not difficult. They're simple, repeatable activities. And I think that's what some of the things that drives people to forget about is just so simple, but it's stupidly easy to do. Simple things to really start building a name for yourself as the go-to guy or the go-to girl. Note king or note queen. Micah, Jonathan, Charday, Armin, all you guys out there, there are simple things that you, and the stuff that we'll talk about marketing is not only going to help you in the note business, it'll help you in any type of real estate business that you're doing. You just have to approach it with specific and actual activities, okay? That's week one. Now, every week, we're going to give you some homework to do. And guess what? You turn your homework in before the next week, you get points. Everything you do is going to have a point system. And every week we'll be awarding point winners. So week one, you do that stuff. Week two, hey, it's the week after the 4th of July. You're going to take a week off after the class to take everything in. It's the 4th of July. No, you're not going to do much 4th of July week because it's friends and families. And that's the thing you should do. So our week two will actually be 2 weeks later, July 8th, because we do give you quite a bit to do that first week, but we'll have some reminders. We'll have a base camp group that the group is going through with reminders, and you get some emails from me too as well. So, and of course, if you have questions, feel free to let's book some phone calls and I can help guide you through what you need to be doing on a weekly basis. Now, on week two, all about starting to get the word out to your warm market. All right. That means putting together a MailChimp or a CRM account to help you build those connections and market more efficiently and on effective basis regularly. Okay. We'll also be helping you organize your connections. We'll also create a couple opt-ins that are very simple for you to create, so that people can start opting into your database, start opting into your mail list. Okay. We'll show you how to basically add somewhere around 20 to 100 connections per day on autopilot. Pretty simple to do in LinkedIn. And we're going to actually start sharing your story. Now, what I mean by that is that we're going to start outlining some of the things that you need to do about you. And people don't buy logos for the most part. People invest with people that they like and trust and people that are a lot like them. And while your story is different than mine, there are many people out there that would gladly invest with you versus me, and vice versa, invest with me versus you. It's just a matter about getting your story out. And so we're going to start talking about that. We're going to start building out your game plan on sharing your story about you, some different case studies. We'll start talking about some of those, what your focus is. You know, what is your ultimate goal? How many deals are you trying to do? What is your focus? What area? What cities? Why do you like those? Okay. That will help us start organizing your pitch deck is a big thing. Then your pitch deck will come in later on a little bit, but start putting your pitch deck together to have something that you can use on a regular basis to share with investors, to share with other people who want to find out more what you're focused on and who have money to invest. Okay. Week three, jump forward to July 15th. That's a Thursday night. These are our coaching calls. All will be on Thursday nights at roughly 7 p.m. Central. They will be recorded if you miss out, but we want you to be live there if we can. Okay. So week three is a big week. I'll tell you that because it's really starting. We really start to build your rinse and repeat assets. Now, what I mean by rinse and repeat assets, okay? No, we're not talking about a laundromat. No, we're not talking about a power washing company. We're talking about creating things that you will use over and over and over and over and over again, but there's no reason to recreate the wheel every time. And what I mean by rinse and repeat assets, well, I mean, helping you put together your executive summary, talking about who you are, what your company is. You will be asked that by banks and sometimes investors. Hey, tell us a little bit about your company. An executive summary is one thing that when banks ask for more information on your company, an executive summary will help that out. Also looks professional if you're out networking. It's like a glorified business card. Number two, we'll talk more specific case studies to help you identify and connect with investors, to give you a good mixture of a performing note, a non-performing, a foreclosure, a deed in lieu, a short sale. We're going to give you some different case studies that you can use in your marketing to either local investors or in some direct mail stuff. We'll also help you put together a self-directed IRA investor letter, something that you can put in a mail merge. We're going to show you on week one how to pull IRA investors in counties across the country for you, or wherever you're investing in. It's going to be really cool to take that 100 or 200 or 300, how many you pull, and do a mail merge. And now you've got a letter that you can send out to those investors that can make you look good. And that's what we want you to do. We want you to look good to your investors, and we'll show you how to put that together really well. Obviously, there's some basics of logo, headers, footers, things like that you'll need to implement, put in. If you don't have that stuff, hey, week three, we'll definitely identify those things. And hopefully, if you don't have one created by then, you should have it by week three. Okay. And then once again, we'll implement some of these things into your pitch deck slides and also your pitch deck video that you'll be creating and working through to post to your YouTube, to post to your Facebook, to post to your other channels out there. Okay. Those are your rinse and repeat assets. That's a big week there. But honestly, it's a little bit of work each week to get up to week three. Okay. Now, if you wait till week three to do it all, yeah, it will seem like a lot. But doing a little bit each week, it builds upon itself amongst the other things that we have you do. And one of the great things that we'll also have you do is, after you've got this complete, we're going to actually say, hey, let's have you send out some letters to some self-directed IRA investors that you've pulled for yourself in cities or counties that you're investing in. This is a slam dunk way to raise capital. Lots of IRA investors, especially those that have a self-directed IRA, have funds, they've pulled the trigger, and they're looking for deals. So it's an easy conversation. It's an easy, not really like, hey, buy my asset or fund my deal, but hey, are you looking for some deals? Let's talk. Let's start that conversation. And we'll help you put that letter together so that you can send it out to your IRA investors. That's the only direct mail marketing that we do. We don't do any postcards or yellow letters to borrowers or to bankers. All that's via LinkedIn or email. This is the only direct mailing, and we're talking 50 to 100 letters to get the ball rolling. Pretty simple for you. We'll actually create some easy CRM opt-ins, or as they call them, tripwires, that you can implement on your website. You can implement in your email, your social media, to get people to start opting in to your buy list, your sell list. Okay, some really easy things for you on week three there that you can use going forward. You know, we've got one investor who has collected over 1,000 opt-ins from his social media and his marketing because of one URL that we helped create for him. One little simple thing that gets people to opt in, they fill out their information, and now he has a treasure trove of information to reach out to him. So really, really valuable with that. Okay. And then, of course, you're going to like us talking about, we're going to actually have you create and either record live or record them and upload them as recordings later on, some case study videos for you. Okay. And help you put those together, script them out, and record them, whether you're on camera or it's just a photo of the property on camera. Okay. Let's see here. Daryl says, I realize I've taken trainings and not implemented them already. I'm always stuck at zero. Dinero is my reason. Nobody likes to hear that, but it's a reason for not marketing and not an excuse. I have a notes website. I'm not adequate at doing anything regulating myself like MailChimp. I have a notes buyer I can send performing for private notes to for offers now. My concern is, how can I go from zero to here without paying? LOL. Fine. You have to start. Great question, Daryl. You have to start utilizing the tools that are available out there. That means spending time on LinkedIn and connecting with other note investors. It doesn't cost you anything to go on LinkedIn and connect with note investors. It also doesn't cost you anything to go into the Note Nation or the different Facebook groups or LinkedIn groups that are free to join for you to start building your network out. That's the biggest thing. Okay. There are other opportunities available out there to help you take some things down. And I don't care. Yeah, you're no good at it right now, but you were posting a video this weekend, if I remember correctly. All right. If you're doing things like that in the weekends, there's no excuse for saying you're no good at online stuff. You're just no good because you've never practiced it. You've actually never taken the time to go on there. And you need to start implementing some things. You need to start working to figure it out, using the free tools like YouTube to Google what you're trying to get fixed and then walk through it step by step. That's the issue. From our talks, that's the issue, my friend, is you're able to do a lot of stuff. You just aren't putting the time into it. Okay. All right. Moving on. Week 4. All right. Week 3. Everybody's doing their homework. Turn your homework in. You're getting points. We're giving weekly winners throughout the weekly, whoever has the most points each week, and the overall leader. And the beautiful thing, ladies and gentlemen, is last time we did this, the person that won the week points actually missed week 1 and week 2. She didn't get her homework until week 3, and she just kicked ass and took names and did a really great job. Okay, moving on to week 4, and I'll talk about what she ended up winning. Week 4 is kind of bringing it all together in a lot of cases. Week 4, we got a little bit. We'll talk about using bigger pockets and using your pitch deck or your case study videos or your story about you to help you connect with investors on bigger pockets for free. Okay, for free. We'll show you how people are literally just putting themselves out there. I've got 50 grand. I got 100 grand. If you implement some things, you'll be able to raise some capital on there very, very quickly. Okay. We'll show you how to use your pitch deck on there to really stand out from the crowd. And we'll show you how to start using a really great tool to start scheduling appointments for one-on-one phone calls with investors. Pretty simple to do, whether it's in person or they're meeting you somewhere. We'll show you how to do one of either way, either via Zoom, via phone call, or in person, like at a Starbucks or something. Okay. We'll show you how to find and connect with other note sellers in your markets. All right. This is not difficult. Thank you, Daryl, for asking that. But there are note sellers and note buyers in just about every market out there. And it doesn't take any money to research them. You just got to spend a little time looking through it and then use a little tool called Google. Okay. Well, actually, then also week 4 is you've now had 3-4 weeks to kind of work through some things, to share some things, to start marketing. Now we'll really start putting and finalizing your weekly marketing calendar. What can you do with what limited time you have? Like I said, it isn't going to take you really more than 30 minutes a day to really do on this. And if it's important to you to make things happen, you can do this. Okay. And if you're not already doing this, making some offers. All right. Making offers either on the websites that are available out there, or diving in and making offers on some tapes that you've hopefully gotten in from the asset managers and other things that we've showed you how to connect with. All right. Most of the time, our students are already starting to look at week 4, making offers, looking at deals to help them with their marketing. Okay. Now, week 5, I guess you could say, or July 29th, is our wrap-up call. So it's not really a new coaching call, but it's really an opportunity for you guys to get caught up, submit your homework and your final point totals for week 5 for July 29th, because July 29th, basically, that's a month and a week from today. That's literally a month really after the foreclosure and eviction moratoriums have ended, and you're going to start seeing some amazing stuff. So part of why we're doing this is so that you're set up, you're top of mind, you're fresh, and you're making these connections with people that are starting to look to move some sales and stuff. And that's what we ultimately want for you guys. Okay. So we'll talk about who's been the weekly winners, and we'll get you submitted your weekly point tracking stuff there. We'll talk about long-term game planning. What's the next step for you guys? A month is great, but what about 90 days? What about 6 months? We'll talk about setting those goals to help keep you and hold you accountable beyond the 30 days. I know it's easy to be accountable for 4 weeks, but really being accountable yourself for 90 days and beyond. We'll tell you some of those things to start looking at, okay? We'll also talk about best ways for you to be finding and reviewing deals on a regular basis and connecting and raising private capital on a consistent basis. Simple things and guidelines that I don't want you to put in your calendar. Hey, get this out by this date. Get this out by this date. I think we're all procrastinators of some sort. And if you don't have you don't have a timeline to get set up, hey, we need to put something on the calendar to get things set up. I always know that if I've got something planned, I hate to say it, sometimes work best under time. When you've got a time deadline, I think we all work a little bit better. But for those that put things in place a little bit each day, you're not going to have a big time crunch and feel a lot more comfortable about what you're doing. Okay. Yes, we'll finalize and systematize your marketing email calendar with a couple cool things to show you on that. And good to go. And for those of you guys that are joining us live, don't worry about it. We got the replay. If you go to notenightinamerica.com and register there, we'll make sure to get you the replay out. If you're joining us live on Clubhouse for the live stream, if you're joining us live and watching the replays, don't worry about that. Just go there and register for Note Night in America and be registered for every Note Night in America webinar on Monday night going forward. Okay. And then drum roll, please. Drum roll, please. On July 29th, with the wrap-up call, we'll announce the winner overall with the most points for the coaching calls. Everything you turn in has a relevant point basis to it. Some people in the past have made more points by connecting with more RIA clubs or connecting with more asset managers, connecting with IRA investors. Everybody has a strong point. Some have made points from doing their marketing on a regular basis and sharing that. So the things that we're going to give you to do are not difficult. They're not, anybody can do them. And I mean by anybody, anyone can do it at all. I don't care if you're 18 to 80. We've got students of all ages doing the things that we're talking about. And some people have actually partnered up with people going on the coaching calls and had an accountability partner to hold themselves up. But anyway, July 29th, the final winner will be announced. And the winner wins a one-day, one-on-one note coaching call with me via Zoom. That's from 9 to 5, 9 to 6, your day, you pick. That's an $8,000 prize. It's a lot of good stuff. We'll also throw in a couple thousand IRA investors in the county of their choice that have over $150,000 in their IRA accounts. We're talking first name, last name, address, phone number, a chunk of them, but an email on all of them. So 2,000 IRA investors at a county of your choice there. That's a lot of money there, ladies and gentlemen. We'll show you how to market. If you do the things that we teach along that way, you'll be able to rock and roll and raise a lot of capital, close on some deals there for you, okay? And then one other thing we're going to do, our winner is going to get an interview on the Note Closers Show podcast that'll go out. We average somewhere between 1,000 and 2,000 downloads per episode. Some of our past guests have taken their episode and continue to market it and used it to raise capital, hundreds and thousands, not millions of dollars in private capital by being an interview. It's a really great interview. It would be a video. We transcribe it, turn into a full blog. It becomes a really great marketing piece for you to use and share in your marketing out there. So it's over a $15,000 prize package with the winner on that. And how do you get started, guys? Well, you sign up for this coming workshop this weekend, this Friday, Saturday, Sunday, notebuyingfordummies.com. And that's the best way because this 4-week goes along with that. It's a bonus special thing for that. So like I said, our 3-day workshop is normally $997 by itself. You add in the fact that we're going to throw in another bonus. We're going to throw in a VIP pass to our mid-year convention called Note Camp. That's in July 22nd to the 25th. That's a $399 value. We're going to throw in the replays of the workshop. Plus, obviously, you get a 200+ page manual for $99. You also are going to get the bonus. This is a video training series that people really love. We did this a couple months ago, and it was off the hook. 20 days of videos on how to find deals in 20 days, short videos on funding. It's been a great training thing. We're actually turning this into a book. That's normally we sold that for $399. We're throwing that in as a bonus just for those that take advantage of this special tonight. We'll also throw in, you can bring on your spouse or partner at no additional cost to attend the class and go through the 4-week coaching with you. And then we also obviously have the 4-week note coaching, which is usually $599 by itself. So if you add all that together, we'll do one thing better for you. If you want to, we'll throw you in the banking blitzkrieg and you can be part of that as well for $599, which is what the normal price of that be. So you add all that stuff up, plus a year of phone coaching and email contact with me. We'll talk to you. We'll walk you through the deals. That's normally $199 by itself. All that together is over $3,000 in bonuses. If you just sign up for notebuyingfordummies.com tonight at $997, you get all those bonuses thrown in along with the class. So it's a heck of a deal, heck of some bonuses there for you. I really want you guys to take advantage of this so that you are taking advantage of the real estate markets in Q3 and Q4. You're a lean, mean, dangerous note buying machine. And we've had so much success with our students of the last couple of years, really helping people close a lot of deals, raise a lot of money, and most importantly, making a lot of money too. So I want to open it up for questions, comments, concerns from everybody out there that's got some questions for tonight's call about what we're talking about with the 4-week note coaching there for you. If you're part of the WCN crew, you're already part of the 4-week coaching. We see I got some folks that are on here from beforehand. Derek's been a part of this. I saw Laura Blanca's on here, has been one of our coaching students before. Yes, if you're a one-on-one student, you can repeat and take the coaching. No additional cost to you. All right. Glad to have you be a part of that, because you guys are the ones that are doing amazing things and going out and kicking ass and taking names. So yeah, we'll let you repeat at no additional cost as long as you're part of the WCN crew. Okay. If you need to split up the $997 payment, we can do 2 payments of $500, and I'll send you special codes for that. For if you need to split up the $997. But guys and gals, this is an amazing deal, amazing education there for you. Plus, you got me on the phone to call. I want you closing deals. Our coaching students are looking at deals. They're making things happen. We really want to take you to the part. If we're part of the Magnify Your Wealth event, you're part in it already, Chris. If you've already registered for that, for Magnify Your Wealth, you've already got the stuff included. You'll be getting an email out tomorrow with it. I know, right? It's a pretty sweet deal. All right. Any other questions, comments, concerns from you all out there tonight? Morning, whenever you're watching. Any questions from Clubhouse, from Micah, Charday, Anna? All right, everybody. Well, hey, take advantage of it. Go to notebuyingfordummies.com. Get signed up. We'll get links out to you for all these things. And then you'll be off rock and roll. And we'll see you guys Thursday night at 7 p.m. Central on Zoom here, where we break into day 1 and week 1 of the 4-week no coaching program. So hopefully, guys, see you guys there. If not, hopefully we'll see you this weekend at the virtual Note Buying workshop this Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But that's the most important thing. If you can't make it live, you can always buy and get the replays sent to you and be rocking and rolling on that as well. But otherwise, go out, take some action, get signed up tonight, and you'll have the links all sent to you tomorrow, and we'll get rocking and rolling. So thanks, guys. Be safe. Have a great evening, and we'll see you all at the top, everybody. Bye.